Hi, this is Steve. Wanted to play around with the backside after the A-frame from the Westminster Agility Finals, so I came up with a course for my students this past week and shot a quick video of Flyer and I running it, so I thought I'd uh, talk about it with you folks. So the course is pretty straightforward in some ways. It's there's two ones you can start with. The version you'll see here, take the dog through the tunnel, and then you've got to make sure to pick them up so they get a good line over 3 and don't just go wide after the tunnel. Then we come around through the weaves, and the first challenge is the tunnel A-frame discrimination, and then there's the part where I took the backside, bring the dog past the jump, and then the backside to the jump after the A-frame part from the finals, and then I added in the little fun part of then stuff them into the tunnel after that jump. There are a number of ways to handle that. The one I tried and was semi-successful with was to push to the backside with a front cross wrap and then get the blind on the way to the tunnel. The nice thing about being down this side is the dog's natural path is to curl into the handler, so it makes it easy to get to the table. Going out and trying to get around this way was pretty awkward. A couple people were able to do it, but I don't think it was as smooth or as clear to the dog what the path was. You had to be pretty fast to beat your dog out the tunnel. So from there, we go in, and it's just weaves. Take them out, and it's kind of a threadily thing where we move past the tunnel. And then I thought it was a good place to, at least for Flyer and I, to practice this rear cross up here as an approach to 18. And then there's a good either front or blind cross opportunity between, 19 and 20. And from there it's pretty straightforward. You'll see the problems I had with doing a lot of running A-frame practice with Flyer. And then once you do successfully get your dog in the tunnel, it's just take them out and around. I think I may have run the wrong course on this one or labeled this one wrong. So either you can push through or suck them in and push them around. Either of those is fun to play with. So let's take a quick look at me running this with Flyer, and you can see where I did well and messed up. I'm really not putting a lot of speed into this run here, as I should really practice with him pushing him below for speed. So that was really Steve doing some of my classic poor handler stuff. So here we come in, he cues it, I'm making eye contact, and I think I have him, but he's still just committing the jump, and look what's happened here. I've broken my connection with him, I'm already facing forward, and Flyer hasn't really come all the way around yet. So you can watch it all just fall apart. Steve is still not making eye contact. Flyer's perfectly following my motion, right? My motion's going this way. He's running parallel to my motion. And I'm turning for what I think will be the blind, and I'm expecting to see him here. But since I never set up his turn properly there, he is a good dog. So let's try that again. Just watches me. That looked a lot better. Let's break that down and see if I did anything actually better that time, or if he just remembered it. I'm turning, I'm showing him the new arm before he approaches. I'm keeping an eye on him to make sure I have him the whole way. I see he's committed to the jump. Once he's committed, I'm starting to rotate. It would have been nice if I had rotated even sooner there, because ideally if you're going to do a blind through here, you want to see the dog before he lifts. You want to be turning and looking back, or at least see him in your peripheral vision before he takes off. So I was actually late with that blind, but he had enough turning cues, which is the important part, so that he takes the turn, and my blind is kind of a non-event for him because he's magically appears on the correct side, and we're off and running from that point on. Closing him on the table. Get a nice cue. Just figured that one out. You could see he was jumped a little funny on that. decel, pull to the rear cross, and here's a place where I did get the good blind. Let's back that up a little bit. See, I'm coming up. I've got eye contact. You can't really see my head too well, but I've got him, and I'm supporting that jump. Now let's watch my cues as we come around to what should be the tunnel. I'm reaching down, I'm saying tunnel, but it wasn't enough for flyer. And he takes the A-frame. Let's try that again. Little outside arm, make sure I really had him. And then it looks like I just ran the wrong course, or I labeled the course wrong. I forget what the real course was. So I hope that was fun for you to watch, and I hope you set this one up. We had a good time running it. Thanks.